Welcome back to Loaves and Dishes. Today, we are going to be making spinach and cheese puffs. This is sort of like a spinach and artichoke dip in a puff pastry. And there's a couple different ways that you can make these. I chose to do them in like a little muffin pin, so it's like a little thing with puff pastry all around. You could do them like flat, where you just smear the stuff on top and bake it that way. That part's really up to you. Also, what you choose to put in it is also up to you. I chose to do a mixture of cream cheese, feta cheese, and mozzarella. You could add Parmesan to that. You could also add bacon or pancetta to give it a little extra salty crunch. It's really up to you. These are a really great party snack. I hope you like them. I've been really enjoying using puff pastry lately. It's really easy and simple to do, and it has a nice flaky consistency. It's a good vehicle for cheese. So let's make spinach puffs.
Okay, so in my bowl, I'm adding a block of cream cheese, about 1/3 of a cup of feta, and I'm gonna add some mozzarella cheese. If you don't wanna use feta, or if you don't wanna use cream cheese, you can substitute. You just need like a soft cheese in a cream cheese-like consistency. And you could use Parmesan if you didn't want to use feta. You could also use Parmesan if you wanted to add more cheese. The cheese limit does not exist. I added some garlic paste that I had in the fridge, but you could use regular garlic if you wanted to, or just use garlic powder and onion powder. That part is also up to you. That's the great thing about this recipe is as long as it's cheese and spinach, it's going to come out kind of the same way. So now I'm just putting my spinach in a pan. I'm just cooking it down for a couple minutes just to wilt it. And I left in all of the footage, but I did speed it up. But you can see I'm just constantly pushing it around. And you want to add some salt here too to help. I'm just pushing it around and I added the salt to get out the extra water. Sorry, I had to pause because Goose decided that right now was the time to very loudly drink out of the water bowl. Anyways, once the spinach gets down to about this consistency, you want to take it out, and you want to use more spinach than you think you need. I just use one bunch from the grocery store, but spinach really cooks down to almost nothing. So you just want to mix all that together, all of your cheese mixture, and now I've got my puff pastry, and I'm just going to roll it out a little bit just to flatten it some to make it a little bit bigger. Puff pastry is a little puffy, and you could skip this step if you don't want to. And now I'm going to cut it into roughly 9 pieces. Ideally, you want the pieces to be pretty even. I, for some reason, can't seem to do that when I cut puff pastry. I don't know what the deal is, but I just can't seem to. And puff pastries come 2 puff pastries in a package. I just didn't show using the other puff pastry because why would you want to watch me repeat the same steps? So now I have my muffin tin. I sprayed a little Pam on the muffin tin, and now I'm just putting my little puff pastry squares into the little muffin holes. They slid right out with just the Pam, so you shouldn't really need more than that. And now I'm just taking a little spoonful. This is about a tablespoon of filling cheese per little thing, and I'm just going to bring all of the corners to the top and pinch them together. And you want to pinch them pretty good because puff pastry can be a little bit finicky in the oven, and it wants to pull apart when you bake it. But it doesn't really matter. The cheese is not really going to go anywhere. If you wanted to spice up this mixture a little bit, you could add some bacon or some pancetta to it. That would be really good. Nice little salty bite in there. But if you want to keep it just cheese and spinach, you can do that as well. Also, if you wanted to get real wild, you could add some artichokes. It'd be like a spinach artichoke dip. That would be good. You really, these are kind of foolproof. So... Okay, so once you get them all wrapped up, you want to brush them with a little egg wash. I'm still missing my little silicone egg wash basting brush. I can't find it anywhere, so I'm using a spoon and I'm just kind of smearing it around. It doesn't need to be perfect. I'm going to bake it at 425 for 20 to 25 minutes. And there they are, all done. These were really good. Like, I don't like spinach and they were delicious. If you want to see more recipes, be sure to check out Lives and Dishes, and thanks for watching.